to be a 3-time Grade 1 winning 2-year-old, to be an undefeated, champion 2-year-old, to stay undefeated through the Derby, winning the San Vicente, shipping east to win the Florida Derby, which you don't see West Coast horses do often that early in their 3-year-old prep season, and then coming and winning the Derby. To put that body of work into context, the last time a horse stayed an undefeated champion 2-year-old through while winning the Derby was Seattle Slew in 1977. So it just really puts into context what he achieved and how incredible that was. So he definitely had breeders' imaginations before he ever retired. And then you factor in that, physically I think he's the bullseye. He's not quite 16'2", he's so well made. He's just the bullseye. There's nothing you need to compensate for, there's nothing you need to add. And so the result of that is he fits a wide range of physicals. And of course, he's by an out-cross stallion in the late great Uncle Mo. And so what we underestimated was when breeders run their analysis and their reports is that he works with a large percentage of the mare population out there. So his physique is very compatible with the large portion of the broodmare population. His pedigree is very compatible, so he shows up on a lot of lists. And then add in the appeal he had of his race record, and you had really a perfect storm of demand. And it's fair to say it's demand that we've never experienced before. Like, Nyquist has never sold a discounted season in his life. Like, that's incredible. Through his first 4 years at stud, his fee never dropped a dime. He maintained 40,000 through each of his first 4 years. And every season he's been on roster, he's been our first stallion full, even in years 2, 3, and 4. And another kind of side, anecdote or side note is that we've only ever done 7 foal shares in his career. And in 16 years doing the job, I've never experienced that level of demand on a stallion before. In a book of 160 mares, he bred 14 Grade 1 winners, 32 graded stakes winners, and 71 black type fillies or mares. So it was just an incredible book of mares that he amassed. It felt like everyone in the country wanted and needed a Nyquist that season. The result is that incredible book, which is now his current 3-year-old crop. So, they've certainly lived up to the hope that we had given the quality of that book, but it's certainly been, gratifying to see it play out like it has. We always felt that level of demand and that book post being crowned champion freshman sire would help him take his game to that next level, and that's, it's certainly playing out that way. There has never been a weak spot, a soft crop, a light crop. There's never been even a half step back. He's a unicorn, like I said, to be our first stallion full every year he's been at stud, and that's been up against some nice first-year sires, who you would think would fill first. Nyquist has always been first, so he's certainly the future of our roster, and he's certainly I think he's headed for elite status in the US as a whole. And it's just it's really special to be part of his journey, and for everyone who is connected to the horse that has laid their hands on him from foaling to yearling to 2-year-olds. He's been through a lot of hands throughout his career, and I know everyone takes a lot of gratification in his success, because they certainly had their hands on a good one.